Welcome back, one and all, to Velvet Owl Watches Movies So You Don't Have to. As I record this week's episode, the internet's all abuzz over the upcoming animated Super Mario Brothers movie and the fact that Chris Pratt was cast to be Mario, which a lot of people seem to hate. Me, it really disappoints me because the fact that they hired a big name actor means that Mario's going to have a lot of lines in the film. It's not going to be just, "It's-a me, Mario." And obviously they would never hire me to do the voice because I'm quite terrible at it. So I thought I should do a Super Mario Brothers movie episode, even though it's going to come out way before the new Super Mario Brothers movie comes out, so you're going to completely forget this episode. But I'm not talking about that fantastic live-action film they did with Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo. Yes, I'm being sarcastic and ironic with that. It was a terrible movie. Although I did like it as a kid, except for the fact that, King Koopa wasn't like a turtle dinosaur. But it was Dennis Hopkins, so as an adult, I do enjoy that. But no, this is a animated movie called Super Mario Brothers: The Great Mission to Rescue Princess Peach, which I think was just only released in like Japan, but on YouTube they do show that there's English dubbed versions, so I will be going with one of those. Or I could be reading this wrong and it might still just be in Japanese. In which case, I've done films that were in languages I didn't understand anyhow, so this would be really no different. As usual, I don't actually really look up much on the films before I do them, because I like to try to go into them as blind as possible. But from the thumbnail on the videos, Luigi's color scheme is he's got a blue hat and suspenders overalls and a yellow shirt, which is kind of freaky. Mario's got his usual red and blue costume. I don't know if maybe like green just did not work out when they were trying to draw and animate this film when they were coloring it, or they were just like, fuck it. So I don't know. And I don't know how it's going to compare to like the old animated TV show or shows. There was a number of them, but the original one was great because it had Captain Lou Albano playing Mario, which unfortunately he's dead, so they can't get him to do the voice for the new movie. And then there was Super Mario Brothers 3. Like that was like, I think wasn't it called like The Adventures of Super Mario Brothers 3? It just had some weird awkward title like that for a TV show. And then I think they also did the Super Mario World cartoon because, they needed to do a cartoon series that had Yoshi, who is the fucking coolest character in the entire Mario universe. Hands down, yes, Yoshi. We all love Yoshi, don't we? Yeah, that's as much rambling as I'm gonna really do for right now. So I'm just gonna start the movie and let's see where it takes us. It begins, it's the middle of the night, and Mario is playing a video game where it seems like you're a guy with a bat and you gotta hit flying pencils. Schematically, it kind of looks like it's the Mario Brothers game, just with different graphics. Because the pencils look kind of like they're flying like they're Bullet Bill, but they're pencils. Which could be kind of cool game. I want this variation game. So, Luigi, who's ready to go to bed, comes by and he has made some tea and offers Mario some tea. Which is kind of throwing me off. Like, I've just never, imagined Mario and Luigi to be tea drinkers. And maybe they have in the past at some point. Maybe it's part of Mario lore. I don't know. But they've never struck me as, tea drinkers. More like soda drinkers. Really beer drinkers, but this is a kid's game, so they're not going to drink beer. Maybe root beer. Although Wizards and Warriors was a kids game and involved drinking beer. Well, there's a scene where a level where you have to save a barrel of beer and give it to the Bear King, who's a literal bear. Good times, good times. That has nothing to do with this Mario movie. So Mario is just so focused on the game, so Luigi decides he's going to go to bed. And meanwhile, the game suddenly switches from this pencil flying game, and we see Princess Toadstool, now Princess Peach. I don't care. She's still Princess Toadstool to me, That's what she was. But then at some point they decided, well, we're going to have two different princesses. And so she's Princess Peach and the other is Princess... You know what? I'm like so poor in like Mario lore. Really anything past like Super Mario World. I don't remember what the other princess's name is. So Princess Peach is running, and now it's like the Mario World levels all thrown in at once. Like you've got the Bullet Bills, you've got Laiku, you've got the Stompy guys, you've got the turtles. Wow, I realize I actually am really bad with knowing the names of all these characters. So I'll just describe them and you'll know who they are. There's the Bullet, there's the Spiky guy, there's the Turtle guy, and there's the guy in the cloud. And they're all chasing Princess Toadstool. And somehow she ends up going out of the TV and into Mario's living room, along with all the other enemies that are all attacking and then, for some reason, just disappear. And Princess Toadstool is just asleep until Mario wakes her up. She introduces herself as Princess Peach. But, according to the title on the YouTube video, it says it's an English fan dubbed. So, I'm guessing this English dub came way after the fact. So, I don't know if she actually introduced herself as Princess Peach in the original dialogue. And it might have been just the fan decided, well, everyone knows her as Princess Peach now, so we're gonna go with that. So, somehow she knows Mario's name. Mario doesn't even question that. Like, normally it'd be like, how do you know my name? Who are you? No, he just kind of takes it in stride. But then King Koopa comes out of the TV. And Princess Toadstool, I guess I would just go with Princess Peach. It'll be easier to remember because it's got the alliteration. So Princess Peach, she's all freaked out because it's King Koopa. And for the most part, this animation style, it seems like it's the same as the original animated series, except King Koopa is fucking huge. Like, he was only like slightly bigger than Mario and the rest of the guys in the original cartoon, but here he is like a fucking monster. And Mario's scared, but, because he's trying to impress Princess Peach, he's going to try to fight him. And King Koopa completely, like, finger poke of dooms him. Can you really... I'm trying to do that in a verb, and it doesn't quite work. But he finger pokes him pretty much. That kills him. Well, it doesn't kill him, but just knocks him out. And King Koopa runs off with Princess Peach back into the TV set. And Mario comes to, and he's too late. And he's scared. I bet he's going to go into the TV set to follow them. Luigi has finally woken up from all the commotion. And he sees Mario shaking the TV and is like, what's going on? And Mario's like, the princess! She's trapped and she wants me to save her. And Luigi doesn't believe him that there was a princess that needed his help, and he just laughs at it and then goes back to bed. And Mario's very sad, but he sees an amulet that looks like it was dropped by the princess because she was wearing it, but it kind of just materialized out of nowhere. So I don't think she dropped it so much as it just kind of appeared. And then we go into the credits with the song that's just perfectly, like the perfect level of terrible that it's great, about being a rock and roll nerd. And I don't know if it's the song that was actually used in the film or if someone just kind of went and made their own song. Either way, it's gloriously horrible. I'm a rock and roll nerd. I'm a rock and roll nerd. Seriously, that's a fantastic song. So Mario and Luigi are at work, and they're working at a general goods store. They're not plumbers. Um, which I don't know, like, you know, why is he a plumber to begin with? He just kind of is, isn't he? I don't know where I had a train of thought that I've completely lost. But Luigi sees Mario staring at the emerald necklace that the princess had left behind. And he gets all excited because he recognizes that it's an emerald from the Mushroom Kingdom. And apparently, like, Luigi is a fucking expert on the Mushroom Kingdom. I don't know why or how, but yeah, I guess it's just a real world that exists there, and they know all about it. It's not some sort of secret world that they fall through a pipe into. So they decide that they're going to go there. They're not sure where it is, so Mario calls some guy. I think I missed who this guy was, but he says he's got an assignment for Mario, and he's going to come pick him up. Then this dog walks into the store, and it's driving me crazy. It's a weird looking dog, but it looks like some old cartoon, and I can't place it, and it's going to drive me crazy about it. But, so we got a copyright infringement dog, comes into the store, steals the emerald necklace, and runs off. And Mario and Luigi chase after the dog, who jumps into some pipes, and Mario and Luigi jump into the pipes after it. And these are the magic pipes that lead somewhere. I'm guessing to the Mushroom Kingdom. Wherever it is that they land, it's like a cave. And there's this, I'm guessing it's the king. He's looks very old, has a lot of white hair, a really long white beard, and is holding a staff. So either he's the king or he's Moses. I'm not entirely sure yet who he is. But, I don't think we've ever really learned much about Princess Toadstool's dad, Like, he's just never in the picture. Maybe that's why she's just always getting kidnapped. She just has this thing, like, this sense of abandonment. So she just lets herself get taken by King Koopa over and over and over. Moses' dad, if you were just there for your daughter. I bet the guy that's got the assignment for Mario is going to be royally pissed when he gets to the store and Mario and Luigi are nowhere to be found. I wonder if that plot point will be picked up at some point. Who knows? Because really at this point, I'm not sure, like, this dialogue is even, like, an accurate translation. This could be like that Woody Allen movie, What's Up, Tiger Lily, where they just completely wrote new dialogue to try to make it funny, and people tell me it's funny. I'll take their word for it. So the king is going over the story of, how the princess wouldn't marry King Koopa, and so he's, like, attacking and destroying the kingdom. And as he's telling the story, Mario and Luigi just are singing and dancing for some reason. So that's why I'm, like, not sure if this is really, like, accurate. Maybe it is, because if it's Japanese, who the fuck knows why they were singing and dancing. And then we get the reason Mario and Luigi is, like, it was a prophecy of twin brothers with mustaches coming down to save them. And then we see some footage of, like, just complete genocide as, like, bombs are being dropped and killing all the mushroom people. Which, I've always wondered, why are all the mushroom people, like, mushrooms, yet Princess Toadstool is, like, a human? Is she, like, a mutated mushroom? Questions. Is she... I want to know. And he tells, the story that most of us probably don't know because we don't really read the instruction booklets for games. But King Koopa has turned all the people of the Mushroom Kingdom into bricks. And as you are probably well aware, the Mario Brothers game involve a lot of breaking bricks. So Mario is fucking killing innocent people that have been turned into bricks. So he's just perpetuating the genocide. King Koopa at least kept them alive. Mario's just fucking killing them for the sake of killing them. I mean, when he starts breaking bricks, like, did he know that some of them are going to contain, like, power-ups and coins? Or was he just like, brick, let me break it? And does he break it with his head or his fist? I think with his fist. Either way, it seems like it would hurt. But I guess if they're actually just mushroom bricks, maybe it doesn't hurt as much to break them. So they need to save the princess before she's more forced to marry King Koopa, and the wedding's happening next Friday, which is the 13th. So I think that's kind of an English thing. I don't know if the Japanese are as superstitious about Friday the 13th, but it's Friday the 13th. And this makes Mario mad. So fucking mad that he turns into like Pancho Villa or some shit. Like seriously, he's got like a sombrero and pistols and those like zigzag bullet vest thing. And he's just shooting his pistols in the air because he is just fucking pissed. Which I guess, you get mad, you become a bandito. That is something they should incorporate into the Mario Brothers games, though. A special power-up that turns you into a bandito. Why not? They've got the power-up that turns you into a fucking raccoon. That makes you fly. I still don't understand that. Do they have flying raccoons in Japan? And it's a leaf that turns you into a raccoon. None of it makes any fucking sense! But the king tells them that they need to collect the 3 magic weapons that have been hidden across the land. The mushroom, the flower, the star. Which again, so this is around the first game, because those were the only power-ups you had at the time. The mushroom to make you bigger, because it's a mushroom that makes you trip balls if it makes you bigger, seriously. The flower that gives you firepower. So, I guess, I'm complaining about the leaf that turns you into a raccoon. The flower that makes you shoot fire doesn't make any sense either. What the fuck? And then the star that makes you invincible. Which for some reason, that one I'm willing to accept. It just seems like something. I don't know if it's just indoctrinated into me from various other games, because I think there are other games that do the same thing. But stars just seem like a power-up that would make you invincible. So it doesn't piss me off that much. Luigi isn't so convinced on going on to this mission until the king tells him that, there's coins just buried all around. And so Luigi's all, like, super excited on that. Like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna get me some coins. I'm gonna get me money. Because Mario's the one that cares and wants to save people. Luigi, he's just in it for the fucking money. And if Luigi's Mansion isn't proof of that, I don't know what is. I've never played Luigi's Mansion, but everyone says it's terrible. So, I have no desire. You're vacuuming up ghosts or some shit. So, Mario and Luigi are go on their quest, along with this weird-looking dog guy. He kind of looks more like a caterpillar. And I'm trying to remember what the caterpillar in Mario World looked like. So he's kind of like that. He's got like the sections. The caterpillar with feet. You Mario Brothers experts, hardcore experts who probably I will finally get like some mail, all hate mail on this for all the things I'm getting wrong about the Mario universe. And people are going to be like, what the fuck? You know nothing about Mario Brothers. And like I said, I stopped playing after Super Mario World, which was kind of like the perfect game. So I kind of stopped playing most every video game after that. Like, there was just no beating that. There was no going up after Super Mario World. That was the pinnacle of video games. That and Bubsy, Claw's Encounter of the Third Kind. Great fucking game. Why did we let that franchise die? Where are the adaptations for that one? But get the kind of trippy little sequence as they're just walking across the desert. Mario, Luigi, and the weird looking dog that gets mentioned in the song. So I'm pretty sure that line was not in the original song, if there is an original song at this point in the original film. But again, they're playing the song and it is fucking great. It's the same song as Rock and Roll Nerd, but different lyrics. I don't know who did it. Whoever you are fucking fantastic. Please make these songs available. Luigi, they've stopped to take a nap or sleep or whatever by the fireside. And Mario and the caterpillar dog are asleep. But Luigi, he can't sleep because he's too hungry. He's so hungry that he gets mad at Mario for having a dream about eating food. Like, it's one of those visible thought bubble dreams, and Luigi swats at it with a shovel because he's pissed. Like, how dare Mario dream about food when Luigi is hungry? If that makes sense. It does not. And then Luigi looks at the caterpillar dog, and it's that old cartoon gag of someone hungry looking at something, and that other thing looks like food, and he's like, I'm gonna eat this fucking caterpillar dog, but the caterpillar dog bites him, so that's a no-go. And Luigi's just so hungry. And some Goombas stop by, and they tell him, well, if you're hungry, we can lead you to some mushrooms. And Luigi's like, fuck yeah! I don't even like mushrooms, but I'm hungry. And I thought that there was some trap, and there probably still is some sort of trap, but he gets to the mushrooms and he starts laughing hysterically. That wakes up Mario and the caterpillar dog, and Luigi's just kind of running around in this big batch of mushrooms, and he is fucking singing and dancing and laughing, because he's probably tripping balls at this point, because he probably ate some of these mushrooms. Luckily, Mario, who's some sort of mushroom expert apparently, realizes that Luigi ate some laughing mushrooms. And then Luigi accidentally eats some crying mushrooms. And now Luigi's crying. And he's so sad and upset. And Mario feeds him a back to normal mushroom. Seriously, I don't know. But the mushroom makes him go back to normal. So, I don't know. Maybe it just cancels out everything else. But trouble's afoot because a giant flying turtle, one of the flying the paratroopa Koopas, whatever they're called, the fucking flying turtles, and this one's like fucking ginormous, probably the size of like a pterodactyl or some shit, and he grabs Mario and goes to feed Mario to his little baby birds. So I'm a little presumptuous in saying it's probably a female flying turtle, so she's going to feed Mario to her baby kids. But luckily, Mario had grabbed some of those laughing mushrooms, and he feeds the mushrooms to the baby birds, and they just start laughing, and then they pass out. Now, the flying turtle, she comes back, and she's dropped off Luigi and the weird caterpillar dog, because apparently her babies are still hungry. And unfortunately, Luigi did not bring any laughing mushrooms, so he's not able to fend off the birds, and they're trying to eat him. But then Mario convinces the birds that Luigi is poisonous, and that they shouldn't eat him. So Flying Turtle Mom goes flying off to find some other food for her babies. Meanwhile, Mario, who apparently has a telescope, sees that at the top of the mountain that they're currently on is a mushroom. And it must be one of the magic mushrooms. Not the magic tripping balls off mushrooms, but the weapon mushroom. The one that will make you gigantic. Even though he hasn't been told it's going to make him bigger. But I hope that they're going to keep that aspect of Mario, that the mushrooms make you bigger. At least this particular mushroom. Not the other laughing trip your balls off mushrooms. So Mario manages to get the mushroom, but then he tumbles over. As well as a coin. Actually a bunch of coins, but only one does Luigi catch. And then Mario and Luigi and the caterpillar dog fall out of the nest and land into the patch of mushrooms, and they don't die because the mushrooms broke their fall or something. I don't know. This is all kind of moving so fast yet so slow at the same time, and my brain just doesn't want to accept any of the shit that's happening. But then suddenly the coin and the mushroom transform into mushroom people. Which again, there's just one mushroom and one coin, but somehow like this turned into one giant toad, uh, toadstool. I've already forgotten if he just called himself Toad or Toadstool, and then just like 50 average sized mushroom people. And, they thank Mario and Luigi, they give them a mushroom, and tell them to go save the princess. Mario and Luigi walk across the desert, and there's some bullets flying at them, some bullet bills, and they kick them, and yeah, they just kick them out of the way, which I guess in a way is what really happens in the game. Like if you jump on top of them, you jump on top of them, you're fine. You get hit by the side, hit them on the side, that's deadly, because it's the head that's the deadly part of Bullet Bill. And I don't know, it's kind of like the visuals are kind of half trippy, and yeah, it feels kind of boring. So another giant turtle comes, like super fucking huge, but that's okay because Mario has the mushroom now, and he becomes even super huger than the turtle, and just I don't. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think they showed us like how he got rid of the turtle. I assume he stomped him and kicked him out because that's what he does in the games. And then Mario goes back to normal size, and they reach a flagpole where there's some Goombas. I don't know, maybe I'm not in the right headspace. This movie's kind of more boring me than amusing me, and it feels like it should amuse me. The Goombas, tell them which direction to go, and of course, they're gonna lead them through like the dangerous land. So they're walking while the awesome song is playing. Really, that's the only thing this film has going for it, in my opinion, is this awesome song that I don't think is actually even part of the real film. But it's great. And then they land into this area full of the man-eating flowers that was totally ripped off by Plants vs. Zombies. I don't know, like the cartoon design actually looks more like the Plants vs. Zombies man-eating flower than the actual Mario Brothers man-eating flower. That's kind of weird. But Mario and Luigi and the caterpillar dog kill them all and destroy them all. And this pisses off Cloud Guy. What's his name? Lakitu, something. Cloud Guy. You know the guy who drops like the spiky balls. Apparently they're his flowers. I never knew that they were his flowers. Because I don't think I've ever really even seen them in the same level. But apparently they're his flowers, and he's mad that they ripped up all his flowers. So he's shooting spiky balls at them. And these spiky balls don't turn into spiky guys right away. Apparently he needs to put rain on them and shoot lightning. And I don't remember that being part of the game. I thought the spiky balls just turned into spiky balls as soon as they landed on the ground. I could be wrong. I just know in Mario 3, or maybe Mario World is when they did it, that actually, think about it, I think even in the first Mario Brothers, if you kill him and then you can ride his cloud, but I don't think you could shoot lightning or even throw spiky balls from it. You kind of just could fly around. This vine grows up and grabs Mario by accident and takes him all the way up to Cloud Guy. And they have a little tussle because Cloud Guy gets scared and wants to run away. Or fly away, yes it is, because he's on a cloud. And Mario accidentally grabs part of the cloud, which becomes its own cloud. And so Cloud Guy is completely gone at this point. And Mario's trying to figure out the controls of the cloud, because it's got actual controls. So did he get the part of the cloud that had the controls? Or do the clouds grow their own controls when they're broken off? But I'm not sure. They don't bother to tell us. I guess it must grow its own parts or split the parts, because how else did Cloud Guy fly his cloud away? And Mario's pressing all sorts of buttons and causing windstorms, and then he causes a snowstorm, which freezes everything around him, doesn't really freeze them, just covers everything in snow. and then the cloud disappears and Mario falls. And then the sun comes out and melts all the snow, and apparently melts all the spiky guys with them. Like, seriously, they just disappeared. So I don't know. Maybe they were made of ice. Isn't that in one of the games they have ice spiky dudes? I don't know. That's something they could do. So they all melt, and it's just Mario, Luigi, and the caterpillar dog. It's driving me insane because I swear I've seen him in something else. I think maybe like an old Felix the Cat cartoons or something. It's maddening. Almost as maddening as the plot to this film of whatever's going on. But then another cloud comes by, and it turns into one of the mushroom people. And they give Mario the flower. So they're all like, yes, now we've got the second weapon. We've got the mushroom, we've got the flower, now we just have to find the star. And so they go back off on their mission. They're walking across the desert, and once again, I will not get sick of this song. Super Mario do 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 do. Okay, I can't sing it, and it's completely wrong, but if you find it, you owe yourself to listen to this song. It's so fantastically horrible that I love it. It's brilliant. And as they're walking across the desert, Mario's shooting fireballs at those Beetle guys. Beetle Bailey? No, that's that comic book character. Whatever. Are they even really beetles? They got the shells. I've always called them beetles, and now that I think about it, that really makes no sense to call them beetles, because beetles don't have like the big heavy artillery shell. So I've probably been wrong all these years. Wouldn't be the first time, and it won't be the last time. But, so, now I'm wondering, how did he know that the flower's going to give him fireballs? Did he, like, instinctively know that, or did he just accidentally throw a fireball and go, hey, I can throw fireballs now. Fucking awesome. So they never really gave instructions on what's going to happen with these power-ups. So I guess he must have just discovered he had fireballs. And then they come across some bricks, and Luigi breaks some to get some coins, or he doesn't break them. They're the ones that you keep hitting over and over and keep getting more coins until they're completely spent. And he's clearly using his head here. He is not using his fist. So they're going to have some brain damage. Because then Mario goes and he hits a block too over and over with his head. Clearly with his head, not his fist. But this one doesn't shoot out coins. It shoots out like pasta in cups. Like ramen. It's shooting out like a cup of ramen or some shit. That's already made. Like it's ready to eat because they start eating it. Unless I missed them like heating up some water to make these. But they are fucking psyched. And for some reason the packaging has their face on it. So if I were Mario and Luigi, I would contact a lawyer and ask, do we have a case here for likeness right fraud? Why are they using our faces on this pasta cup? So the Goombas have laid a trap for the Mario brothers. Mario, and Luigi Mario. Has that ever been confirmed? Because if they're Mario brothers, that would mean Mario is their last name, correct? So, you know, it stands to reason it's Mario, and Luigi Mario, but I don't know if they ever, like, fully, like, gave that as canon or fact. We'll accept it. They lay a trap by leading a trail of gold coins, knowing that those greedy motherfuckers are going to follow the gold trail. Mostly Luigi. Luigi is the greedy motherfucker here. Mario, I mean, he likes the gold coins too, but not as much as Luigi. And then they go inside the cave, and there's just gold nuggets everywhere, and Luigi is super excited and happy and doing a dance, but turns out it's not just a cave, it's a prison cell. Like, they roll a rock to cover the entrance that they came in, but on the other side is like prison bars. So, and apparently it's a crime to take gold from this little area, which is a fucking prison cell. That's like entrapment. That's entrapment 101. Like actually it would make things like a lot easier. Like, just, Hey, you're gonna rob this place? Well, it turns out it's jail, so you've just saved us the trouble of arresting you and putting you somewhere. Princess is all sad because Mario hasn't saved her yet. Get on it, Mario. But in all fairness, he keeps going into castles and the princess is in another castle, so maybe he doesn't. Well, obviously referring to the game, not the movie here, but seriously, he doesn't know which castle. No one told him, like, she's hidden in this castle. No, he goes and he saves fucking Toad over and over. He's like, your princess is in another castle. Well, fuck you, Toad. Tell me which castle she's in. So, but she's upset, and King Koopa comes by, and he seems very nice and sweet here. Like, I don't know, he seems kind of loving. I think he actually loves the princess and wants this marriage to work, which is good that someone's trying. But still, Koopa, consent. Consent is the most important part, and without that, no marriage is going to work. So, but he tries to prove that he's a sweet guy, so, she wants to play some games and play dress up, because apparently he has power of, like, shape-shifting or something. And she says, turn into a scarecrow. He turns into a scarecrow. She says, turn into a hippopotamus. He turns into something that is not a hippopotamus. I don't know what the fuck I don't know if in the Mushroom Kingdom, hippopotamus is like slang for transvestite or crossdresser, because he's wearing a dress and has a shaved head. And I don't know. I don't fucking know what this is, but it's not a hippopotamus. And then she asks him to turn into a teddy bear, a tiny teddy bear, which he does. Defying all laws of logic, because where does the extra mass go? It's a problem I also have with Transformers. Like, you should roughly be about the same size as the Transformer as you are as the vehicle. It's just, where does that extra mass go? Just fucking drives me insane. But, so he turns into a little tiny teddy bear, and she shoves him into a box like, ha ha ha! I tricked you! Not realizing that, well, if he could transform into something small, he can transform back into something big. And he transforms back into his big-ass self and breaks the box. Although it actually looks like more the box just morphs into him. So maybe he's part box. Maybe he just absorbed the box into him. I'm scared now. King Koopa is showing powers that he did not have in the games. The princess tells Koopa, I'm not marrying you, and Mario's gonna come and save me. And Koopa's all like, yeah, whatever, you know what? Mario's been captured, his ass ain't saving you, so good luck! And she's sad and starts crying. Meanwhile, we get another lame song while Mario is daydreaming about being with the princess and dancing and all sorts of fun stuff. Well, just dancing. So, I guess if you consider dancing fun stuff. But he's so trapped into his daydream that he almost misses the fact that Luigi and Caterpillar Dog have basically fucking dug a tunnel out of there. Which has got to be loud. And also, there's a Hammer Brother, like, stationed right outside of the cell, watching them. And Mario accidentally kisses him, thinking it was the princess. But he's looking in, so obviously he saw them dig. And I don't know why no one thought of, taking the shovels away from them. But so he just kind of sat there, letting them dig the tunnel out. And luckily, kissing the Hammer Brother woke up Mario and realized, holy shit, let me get out of here. And they get through the tunnel. So they're running across the desert and end up on a cliff. And Luigi's very upset because somehow all the gold coins have now turned into rocks. So he just dumps the bag out over the cliff. But among those rocks is the star. And holy shit, it's all under the sea. So, they jump into the water because they got to get that star. It's the last weapon. Or the last power-up. Or last whatever that they need. So they go and they're swimming and there's like all those big fish after them. And the star has been swallowed by a clam that doesn't want to give it up. And the clam won't open up, so... And holy fuck, I don't know. this is insane because this is their plan. Is Caterpillar Dog is gonna play on the guitar, play a song, while Mario is dressed up like a jazzercise exercise ballerina or something, and starts dancing. And I don't know, but it gets the clam to open up just enough for Mario to get in there, but the clam won't let Mario out now, so Caterpillar Dog starts reading from a book. I don't know if it's a book of spells or something, or if he's just got a Caterpillar Dog to Clam translation dictionary, but whatever it is, it works, and Mario gets out, and they've got the star. Then they find a pirate ship, and somehow the pirate ship starts sailing underneath the sea, so maybe it is swimming. What would you consider that? But it just keeps going, and there's a squid that's chasing after them, but they escape, and now suddenly the pirate ship is flying, because sure, why not? And they manage to save Luigi, who's stranded on a little tiny island, and now they're just flying across the night sky, and my head just hurts trying to keep up with any of this. So preparations are underway for the wedding, and many of the turtles are bringing fruit bowls. I'm not sure if they're working there and they're setting up the reception, or if that's like the wedding presents they're bringing. Hey, here's a bowl of fruit. Like, oh, geez, another one. So I think the priest is starting to, go through the whole thing. They're sitting on, like, the thrones, Koopa and the princess. So maybe this is the way royal weddings are. Shouldn't they be standing? I don't know. This is very unconventional. But luckily, the flying ship has arrived. And it's Mario and Luigi and the Caterpillar Dog. So Koopa runs off with the princess. And the Mario Bros are going to chase after him. So they're going through the castle. Mario and the Caterpillar Dog are trying to avoid the fire pits and the fire swinging things and the fireballs and just all sorts of things that are traumatizing me and reminding me of my childhood of playing these games and being like so freaked out because, oh no, I was going to get hit by the fire, and time would always run out on me because I just couldn't get myself to move any further because the castle scared me. And Mario and the Caterpillar Dog, they'd think, oh no, we're in for it because we're in a fire pit. But Luigi, who's been just using his pickaxe everywhere looking for gold coins, accidentally unleashes some water that floods the fire pit and turns it into a nice steam bath. And Luigi's very nice having this steam bath. He's very glad. But it's allowed Mario and Caterpillar Dog to get away, and they're off again to find the princess. Ceremony's underway, and Koopa's gonna put the ring on Princess's finger, but the ring he got is like Koopa sized, so it's more just kind of hangs off of her wrist. And she's like, I hate it. And it's like, Koopa, who seems very nice and level-headed, I will just say. I think he really does love her, and he wants to be loved. And he says, like, well, we'll just get it resized. And then the castle crumbles. Because reasons. I don't know. I don't think the filmmakers cared. I certainly don't care. Let's just go with it. So it allows Mario to see, hey, here's the princess. But Koopa's like, and so he's holding the princess. And Mario's like, oh no, what can I do? And that's when Caterpillar Dog reminds him, you've got the 3 weapons. Just eat them and you'll be able to stop them. And Mario's like, okay. Which, does he need to eat them? I mean, he had the firepower earlier. So obviously he didn't eat the flower. So I don't know. So he eats the flower and he eats the mushroom. And he's about to eat the star when suddenly a bowl of rice, I think, appears. Or cereal. I don't know. He says Mario sprinkles. And there's a packet he opens up. And Mario's face is on the packet. And so, again, get yourself a lawyer, dude. A copyright lawyer. Likeness rights. You deserve some money. So he's pours the sprinkles over the rice or cereal or whatever it is and starts eating that and drops the star because, eating this Mario sprinkles thing was much more important. Princess tells Koopa that if he spares Mario's life, she'll marry him, which seems quite a strong commitment for someone she just met. Like seriously, she doesn't really even know who Mario is. I mean, she knows the prophecy that he's gonna save her, um, which won't really come true if she marries Koopa anyhow. And she's seen him for like 10 minutes at most. That time in the apartment. That's not really enough time to form like a lifelong bond, I don't think. But Koopa doesn't go for it anyhow because, Mario's already eaten the flower and the mushroom. And if he ever eats the star, it's going to be all over for Koopa. Luckily, Luigi shows up and he found the star. So Mario eats the star. He defeats Koopa. Blah, blah, blah. Everything's saved. And Mario gives Princess the amulet necklace that she dropped. And she's like, oh, and my true love will have a matching one. And Mario's like, oh man, I don't got one. But I'll find it. When suddenly, Caterpillar Dog turns into a prince that has a matching amulet necklace. Oh yeah, Mario, you got fucking cockblocked here. You did all the dangerous work of saving the princess, and there's a fucking prince that was there meant to take her off. So he just swooped in the end. I mean, I guess he did help since he's been the Caterpillar Dog this whole time. So he did put himself in danger as well, but oh, Mario. Poor Mario. So Princess and the Prince see Mario and Luigi off as they're about to head back home. And, Princess says to Mario, I'm going to be very bored without you. Just, wow. Just a really shitty thing to say in front of the guy you're going to get married to. Like, yeah, I got you around, but I'm going to be bored because Mario's not here. The relationship has already started, and Princess already wants to jump into threesomes. That's what I'm getting from this. So, Mario and Luigi, over 2 minutes of credits, are just walking across the desert and all this stuff till they get to a pipe to go back home. And then they look at the camera and smile and flash us peace signs. So, yeah, that was Mario Rescue Princess Peach or whatever the fuck it was called. I think I saw there's another video on YouTube that says English subbed, which I'm guessing means subtitles. So I'm going to give that one a watch as well to see if that's the original Japanese audio and if there's any interesting differences that I might notice. I don't know. I've already forgotten most of what happened in this film. So I'm going to torture myself twice through this for you, the listener. So, but I'll only really bring up if there's any major thing like the songs. I think that's kind of really all I want to watch the original Japanese audio for, is to see if we still have those songs. Because those sounds were fucking fantastically horrible. Okay, so I watched like a minute of the subtitled version and just decided, I really can't subject myself to that film again. Even if it's only an hour long. It's just... so from what I could see from that minute, it was a pretty accurate translation, maybe. Or maybe the subtitles, whoever did the dub version just read off the subtitles, and the subtitles might be wrong too. I don't know. I don't care anymore. It's not quite as tacky fun as the live action movie, but it probably is still better than whatever abomination they're making right now is going to be. So, I think it might be along the lines of the old animated series, which I haven't watched in forever, and I have no desire now to ever revisit it again. Maybe just the Captain Lou segments, but not the actual cartoon itself. Yeah. So, velvetowl@hotmail.com if you've got any comments or viruses or Nigerian prince scams. I don't know. Doesn't matter. You're not gonna email me anyhow. Or leave a comment down in the comment section if this is a place that allows comments. And I'll see you next week or weeks from now, whenever my sabbatical works out. Who knows? I just, uh, goodbye, Mario.